Hey, it was a pretty light week, but I have some comics to share. Hi, this is James for Read More Comics. Thank you for tuning in. If you would please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. This is my new comic book week pulls, and if there's something that kind of hits you, let me know. All right. So as I was sharing, it was a pretty light week. What I have 6 books here. I went to my LCS Buy Me Toys in beautiful Mishawaka, Indiana, to pick up my comics. I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday. I don't honestly remember. Work has been really killing me this past week or so. And so it's kind of a blur. I have been reading some comics though. So look forward to some quick videos about that, and maybe some long form review videos coming up in the coming weeks. So let's go ahead and dig in. Now the first one, and this is the big book for this week, ironically, considering it's a light week, there was another book that stuck out. We have Absolute Batman issue number 15. This is a variant cover, so it's a cardstock cover by Ben Oliver. So big book this week with I guess it's kind of strange because we had Joker's first full appearance in a couple other comic books. I mean, you could argue earlier in Absolute when he was interacting with Bane, maybe that's a cameo, I guess. In Absolute Evil, though, he was in multiple pages. There was dialogue, all this. So maybe this is his first full real appearance of whatever monstrosity we have here. What's clear in the Absolute Batman books, Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta is swinging for the fences, and they are going bonkers with it. I just finished Abomination, their last arc involving Bane, and it was crazy, but it was really good, and it has its own flavor compared to the other Absolute books. I think Absolute Superman is probably the most grounded of the Absolute superheroes, of the Absolute Trinity. Wonder Woman is a solid book, solid story. Otherwise, it wouldn't have won an Eisner. But this book right here is just, it's crazy fun. So looking forward to see what happens in this. Next up, we have Aquaman issue number 12. This is a DCKO tie-in, Aquaman versus Hawkman. Let's see. I'm not sure who's... Must be Jeremy Adams. And then we got Tim's doing the art. So this book has actually been really good. Not as a tie-in, but the Aquaman title has been really solid, which I think has been a struggle for DC in some time, getting a creative team that understood Aquaman, that doesn't make it just all about politics. And Jeremy Adams seems to have gotten the formula right. So highly recommend this. This is the A cover. I've just been pulling A's on that one. Another one that is really good right now is Batman and Robin issue number 28. This is by, not Daniel Warren Johnson. I'll put it right down here. Anyway. So this is the A cover. This is another book. I'm just switching to all A covers because it's, with the demise of Diamond and Previews Pull Box, it's kind of a hassle to get get variant covers for all of my books. And I'm also finding some of the art just isn't just connecting with me, where the A covers on Batman and Robin have been really solid. I'm going to look this up real quick. It's not Daniel Warren Johnson. It's Phil Kennedy Johnson. That's it. Okay. Anyway, he's going to be ending his run on Batman and Robin soon. I think sometime early in the new year. And he signed an exclusive contract with Marvel. More's the pity, because his Batman and Robin book has been the best since, we'd have to go all the way back to Volume 1. Volume 2, early New 52 with... Oh, I'm drawing a blank on their names too. I'll put it right down here when I remember. Anyway, but this has been a really good detective story with elements of the supernatural in it. Highly recommend this. And if you can get... his run started, I think, issue 14 or 15. So you're looking at a couple trades. This has been a really good book. We have a facsimile edition of Fantastic Four issue number 12 by Jack the King Kirby and Stan Lee. I just really dig these Fantastic Four facsimiles because one, it's kind of the format that it originally came out in, and I'll never be able to own this straight up version in something that I would want to have. But two, you get this just amazing art. Look at that. Okay, it's hard to believe that this book is going on 40, 60 years old, the original. So Jack Kirby just slayed it. Two more books. We have G.I. Joe, All-American Hero, Real American Hero, issue number 323. This sees the reascension of Cobra Commander. I went down kind of a rabbit hole last night looking at what Larry Hama's been doing in the IDW, his IDW run going into the Skybound run. And there's some elements of the story that I am still coming to terms with. I love what's happening because it's just a nostalgia itch. I remember G.I. Joe when I was a kid in the 80s, have like a bin of them down in my crawl space. So this is an awesome read. And then last, and I think this was overshadowed by Absolute Batman. Otherwise, this I think would have been on a lot more people's radar. We have Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 23. This is the A cover by Marco Cicchetto. So this is the penultimate issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. And what just kills me, I had this great conversation with Casey at Buy Me Toys, the proprietor. The Ultimate Spider-Man is outselling every other Spider-Man title. And what is Marvel's plan when this wraps up? Just next month? I don't know. I'm predicting now that Marvel is going to come up with a new volume of Ultimate Spider-Man with a new creative team, but it's not going to be Jonathan Hickman. It's not going to be Marco Cicchetto. So we'll see what happens. All right, so there you have it. My polls for the week, pretty light week as I shared. If there's anything that attracted your attention, leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you for listening to me ramble on, and don't forget to read more comics.